Hey, good morning, Brian. This is a quick demo video for you for your Saberforge ASP Saber. This is installed with CFX. You've got a 2-button setup here. So as requested, this is a red LED cog switch, and that's going to be your power. And then this back red switch is going to be your auxiliary. You've got a shadow foil props PCB in here. You can't see it now. I've got your blade plug in here. I wanted to show you some shine through, and then also that it's still sat flush with your emitter. But we'll take that out, and I'll show you that PCB here in a second. All right. How to get to your chassis is you just want to unscrew the handle here. So we'll take this off real quick and slide this off, and then this is what your chassis looks like. So you've got your CFX up here, easy access to your SD card. You can pop it in and out with your finger. A removable battery setup. You've got a 10 pixel accent strip right here, and then when you flip it over, you've got another one right here. These are wired together, but they're wired separately from the blade, so these will pulse when the saber's off, and then they'll match the blade color. All right. You had sent me a symbol here and asked me to incorporate that somewhere into your chassis, so we put it right here for you. And then lastly, you have a Smuggler's Outpost 28mm dark side speaker. All right, so we're going to throw a battery in this guy real quick. Please remember the spring side over here next to your board, that's for the negative side of your battery. All right, so we'll throw a blade or a battery in here. Get your little boot up, and then the LEDs will start pulsing. And as you can see, these are together. So when they pulse together. All right, you get your switch lit up. And got a little bit of animation for your switch. These, of course, went solid. When you hold down your auxiliary for blade lockup, you'll see that in your chassis. All right, you got some nice shine through in your blade plug. And then I gave you twist off. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll throw the handle on. Slide this on right here and lock it all the way down. You also have twist on, so you can twist it to the right to turn it on. With the handle on, this thing sounds pretty beefy. Auxiliary. When you hold this down for blade lockup, you'll get an extra animation in your switch. We'll go ahead and take your blade plug out. Let's talk about these different set screws that you have. All right, we'll pop this out. You have 2 set screws in this saber. So this top one over here by my pinky, that's going to be your blade retention screw. This one right here is one that you do not want to mess with. That is what I use for a chassis retention. So the chassis goes all the way up to here, and it gets locked in place right there. All right, so you've got your shadow foil props PCB. So everything's lighting up well there. All right. Now I'm using my test blade, but this is set up for a full length 1-inch diameter Neopixel blade. All right, so you put a full length blade in there. Once you lock the blade down, you can turn it on. So you light up a blade very well. Get the blade locked up. Now to change sound fonts, I just have the stock font package on here for now, but just go ahead and hold down auxiliary.
Sound bank selection.
Ancient prophecy.
Use either button to go up or down.
Audio player. SD card system menu. Exit menu.
Nightfall.
Crystal focus. Crystal focus.
When you find one you like, hold the button down. All right. A solid red blade is nice to see your blaster bolts on. Hold it down for a blade lock up. You want to change color. Hold down auxiliary and twist the saber. Now you got a blue blade here. You take this handle off. Now you've got a blue chassis because this will match the blade. All right. I'll go ahead and lock that back down. But of course your switch is going to stay red because it's a red LED switch. And do it again. Just like that, all right? If you don't want to twist it off, you can just hold the power button and it turns it right off. Or you can turn it on like this too. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll break this back down. And I'll put your blade plug in here again so I don't forget. It will go past the emitter because I made that blade socket pretty deep. But you can lock it in down there if you like. I just kind of like to make it even with the emitter. Lock down the blade retention screw, and then there you go. All right, and then when we're done, we'll go ahead and just take our handle off. You can see your chassis pulsing because it does that when the saber's off. We stopped on a green blade, so you have a green chassis. All right, but when you want to take the battery out, come over here from the positive side by the speaker, and you can pop it out with your finger. All right, and that is basically your ASP saber. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will get this out in the mail to you by tomorrow. Thanks.